just want to start the vlog by acknowledging Mr. George Floyd, who was just murdered in cold blood by a police officer in Minnesota. They're in Minnesota. First of all, I want to say rest in peace to George. I'm at a loss for words. I'm deeply troubled. The video is disturbing. If you haven't seen it, it's everywhere. George was already detained, handcuffs, hand behind his back, face down on the hot pavement, and this officer had his knee on his neck, the back of his neck. And I saw a couple idiots on Facebook or whatever, oh no, his knee was on his back. No, it wasn't, because if his knee was on his back, that officer wouldn't have been fired like he was.
Yeah.
And they were fired because they used excessive force. 4 officers were fired. Mm-hmm. They all just kind of stood around as this officer had his knee on the back of George's neck. George repeatedly said that he couldn't breathe, that he was hurting, couldn't breathe. And I guess as he felt the life leaving his body, he started at one point pleading for his mother. I don't know what the answer is, but a good way to start is by taking a stand. I'm in real estate, as you guys know, and there are a lot of investors, black investors, who refuse to take a stand because at the end of the day, you know, when we're doing deals, whether it's wholesale, whatever, a lot of times we're dealing with other white investors, and we're all friendly, and the market, the investor pool is small here in South Florida, and everybody kind of knows each other. And I feel like a lot of black people, black investors, and I've noticed this in my industry, aren't speaking out because they don't want to upset people, right? Or they don't want to make other white investors feel uneasy by taking a stand. And I think that's just so wrong. You know, if no white investors wanted to work with me ever again because I took a stand, then it is what it is.
Period.
Right? And at the end of the day, I know where my blessings come from. They come from above. They don't come from a black man or a white man.
Sure.
But black people, you need to take a stand. White people, you need to take a stand. Especially my white brothers and sisters, you have to take a stand, because at the end of the day, this racism, this racial profiling, it's not going to stop unless our our white brothers and sisters decide to take a stand also, because we can't do this by ourselves. And some of my best friends are white. I need you guys to stand with me. If you guys love me, you guys need to stand with me and take a stand, because this is crazy. How can you take a stand? Tweet out George Floyd. Post his picture. Stand out against racism. Let the world know that you stand against this ugly sin called racism.
Yeah.
Because I gotta tell you, as a black man, I move with extra caution when I leave the house, because I gotta get back to my family. You know, I worry about my kids and growing up, and you know, at some point we gotta let them go and do their thing. But I like legit I'm worried about their future.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And, you know, Debs and I, we raise our kids. We're raising them the right way to be respectful to everybody. Officers, teachers, everybody. But I've seen so many innocent black men, Castile, or Philandro Castile, was getting ready to hand the officer his gun permit and was gunned down. Philando Castile.
Yeah.
Following directions, complying with the officers, and still murdered.
In front of his kids and
in front of his wife and kids.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's like open season.
Yeah.
We have to take a stand. We must take a stand, people. This has got to stop. I need to be more proactive in what I can do, because I can do more. I think we all can do more. But this is just, we had Ahmaud 2 weeks ago, was that?
Yep. They're finally getting what they deserve, even though this happened in February with him.
Right. But only because the video came out.
Only because
if the video didn't come out, that would have got swept under the rug. Same thing with George. If somebody didn't videotape him being murdered, I guarantee it would have got swept under the rug.
Can you imagine all the other things that are happening that are not being recorded?
Right. Right.
With all the black people who don't have somebody videotaping them. What about that? You know?
And these officers, they're not releasing the body cam footage. So how many times have cold-blooded murders been captured on body cam, and they just sweep it right under the rug? This has got to stop, and we have to take a stand. People, I know you're worried about what is my boss going to say? What are my coworkers going to say? It doesn't matter.
It really don't.
Because guess what? If it was your family, you would want everybody around you to take a stand. So just because you may not have been related to George or Ahmaud, their lives still matter. You should act like that was your uncle that got murdered, or your cousin, or your brother, or your friend. We have to drop this selfish, my family's straight, so I don't need to stand out. Or my boss, I'm friends with my boss on Facebook, I don't need to stand out. If that's how you live your life, you live in a sad life.
Very sad.
I want to say rest in peace to George Floyd. I'm just devastated. We talked about it last night. And I'm just devastated.
And if watching that video, I don't know if you're a real human being, if watching that video or countless other black people being murdered don't shake you.
Yeah.
To see another human being being treated like that.
Yeah.
And for me, it really just angers me. Looking at it, every post is about him. Or somebody else that's being murdered.
I mean,
who is black.
I sent you and Debs this video of this young black man was being interviewed by the news station.
Oh, yeah.
And it had Debs in tears. And I'm going to share that video with you guys. If I get copyright strict, I don't care. But you guys need to see this. But what this young man said sums up how every black person is feeling right now. I want to give a big shout out to Pastor David Hughes at Church by the Glades for posting and taking a stand. Gary V posted and taking a stand. Pastor Stephen Furtick taking a stand. But my white brothers and sisters, we need more of you guys to take a stand. Take a stand. It may not make your colleagues happy. It may not make some of your family members happy, but you got to do the right thing.
Yeah.
We all bleed the same way. We all breathe the same way. It's not about, you know, oh, I'm white or I'm black. It's about being human and respecting life.
Yep.
So rest in peace to George Floyd and all of the countless, senseless, unarmed murders of black people, black men, black women. Yeah.
Rest in peace. And mind you, your silence says a lot. If you don't say anything, post anything, do something, at least talking to somebody, talking to a black person to understand where they're coming from, to understand, like, okay, I may never be black, but let me find out what it is to walk in your shoes every day.
Call me. Talk to me about it. I'm open.
Be open. Start a conversation. Be willing to learn about black culture. You know, what black people go through every day. It's not easy, but your silence does say a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
You know?
Yeah.
So, don't care what anybody else thinks. You know? You're taking a stand. You know? And that's what matters.
Yeah. Taking a stand matters. That's what matters right now. And I pray to God that those 4 officers are brought to justice. They've been fired, but that's not enough.
No.
They need to be in prison.
Yep.
They need to be under the prison for what they did. Because that was pretty much a public lynching.
Yep.
What happened with George Floyd was a public lynching.
That's your modern day lynching.
Yeah. And my platform right now is small, but I'm going to do whatever I can to take a stand, to get the word out there.
And there's petitions that you can sign. I know Sean King on Instagram, he has a website that you guys can check out. I got to send the link to y'all.
At Sean King.
Sean
King. SHAUNKING.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. Sign the petition. Follow the steps. Call the numbers that you need to call to get the word out there, to let them know how you feel. Let them truly know how you feel. This is not right. And we cannot stand no longer and not do anything. And just, post a pray emoji and keep it moving. No. You need action.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
all right. My heart is heavy. Apologies that this vlog is not going to be high energy like the other ones, but guys, my heart is heavy right now.
Yeah.
My heart is heavy.
Super.
I want to give a big shout out to Jaxie that's graduating 5th grade. We love you, Jaxie. That's it. You have anything else you want to share?
Like we just said earlier, just reach out. And to all, my other black brothers and sisters out there, you guys just keep doing what y'all doing. Continue to take that stand and support and, do all that stuff, because it's not over. It's not over.
Yeah, yeah. And it seems like the senseless killings have just been on fire. Every other week, another black person is killed. There was a young queen, the EMT worker, the paramedic, was killed in her house.
In her house. The wrong people they caught and blew up her house.
Wow. Another senseless killing of a black person.
Brianna is her name, I believe. Brianna.
Wow. And what happened with the officers there?
I don't know what happened to them. Yeah. It makes you angry. But what I found for me, what works for me is definitely just running into God's presence.
Yeah.
singing, listening to music.
Yeah.
And just really getting lost in his presence because, you know, why things are happening like this, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I wanted to vlog last night, but I was so angry. And one thing I learned being a businessman, you don't conduct business when you're angry. And being a YouTuber, you should never create content when you're angry.
No.
So I had to give it a day to just like settle down.
When you're in the flesh, it's easy to you know, go off and say this and say that. It's easy. Sometimes you just gotta just get away from it all because it's a lot and it's heavy.
It's very heavy.
Very heavy. And it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
I cussed out a lady on Facebook so bad. On Daddy's page, I feel bad now, but
oh my.
Just, it's tough. Anyway, guys, see you in a bit.
What's it gonna take for you guys to be okay tonight and to stop this chaos?
It ain't me. It's not me. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. It's not us guys neither. And I'm glad that y'all said that. It's not us. It's the police. This the madness that they spark up. This is what they encourage. This is what they provoke. This is what you get out of you taking a loved one from someone. This is what you get. You get a lot of people that's hurt, and they can't vent the right way. They can't no longer depend on the police to be here to protect us like they say they gonna do. So this is what you get. And no, it's not gonna end today. I can't tell you it's gonna end tomorrow. I don't know when it's gonna end. But it's for y'all to start. We're not the ones that's killing us. Y'all killing us. We can't make a change if y'all don't change.
All right, guys, I'm on my way to the convenience store really quick to buy a balloon and maybe a card for the graduation girl, because we are gonna do a drive-by. Jaxie just graduated from 5th grade, so Shalon is having a little thing for her, so we're gonna drive by and show some love. As you graduate, okay, got the little God will be with you, graduate. Okay, this looks like a card with purpose. Okay, are those things, or is that, okay. Be strong, okay, all right, I like this card. We're gonna get that. Got the scriptures in there. This card has some purpose. All right, guys. Got a balloon and got a card with purpose. Now it's time to go see the graduate. Woohoo! Congratulations, Jaxie!
You go, girl.
You go, girl.
None of that. Don't do all of that up in there.
Corona. Sorry. Corona.
You got yourself right now.
Jackson, you gotta come get this, man. Come on now. I heard we got some free food in there. Is that true?
No.
Congratulations, Jaxie.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
You got me too? All right.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus!
Take a picture with Jackson.
I just put it in park. Don't worry.
Y'all take a picture.
Jackson, like, hold on, the car moving.
Nope. He's like, I ain't trying to catch corona.
Oh, that's so nice. That's so
Awesome sauce.
Awesome.
Awesome sauces. Take a picture, Karen.
Take a picture for what?
You know I can.
I'm vlogging. Well, I gotta take pictures for
You
what?
vlogging what? What are you? Yo, we gotta have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking? Why are you recording me?
I'm vlogging though. I'm not
What's
recording
up, people?
What's up?
Catch LLL.
Yeah, tomorrow. Part 2.
Part 2. Part 2.
So, should I turn it off? What you gotta tell me, or?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Be back.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, mission complete. We went and saw Miss Jaxie. We dropped off her graduation stuff. Now I am here at Walmart and I'm gonna pick up some dog food. So come on with your boy. All right, guys, got the dog food. Why is dog food so expensive? 30 bucks. What a big bag of dog food, so expensive. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. I promise the next vlog is gonna be more energy, more content, more good stuff, but honestly, another murder, the innocent black man, George Floyd, has definitely got me down. I love you guys. Keep your heads up. Stay safe out here. And I'll see y'all next time, Living with Los.